Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So as you can see by the title of this video, I'm going to be reviewing and trying out Mcgrath Skin Sublime Perfecting Foundation for the very first time. So let me just tell you guys all about Mcgrath. Apparently Pat is a British makeup artist, which is considered the best makeup artist in the world, so says the Queen apparently. She has worked with a lot of runway models. She has worked with a lot of famous magazines like Vogue and so forth, so fifth. So apparently she is the mother of all mothers, the greatest when it comes to doing makeup. And yeah, she has a makeup brand, Mcgrath Labs, and today I'm going to be trying out her foundation. Now, this is my very first time trying it out. I haven't really taken notice of Mcgrath before. I don't know why, but I did notice her lipsticks when she brought out some lipsticks. I noticed the pretty bags, the pretty packaging, you know, the gold and the glitters and everything like that. But for some reason the lipsticks didn't really jump out at me. I guess I don't know if it was the shades or whatever the case is. I noticed there was a big buzz on YouTube about Mcgrath and whether or not her lipsticks were the best or whatever, but I never really looked into them. But I recently came across a foundation. I was very much intrigued by the most expensive foundation on the market. So let's just get into it. I literally have it in the packaging still. So I'm going to be trying it out right in front of you guys. Now I picked up a few of her products obviously because they were on sale. Alright, let's just get that out there. I bought them on sale, which I'm quite happy that I did because they are quite pricey. Okay, so let me just unpackage what all I got here. Now I literally haven't opened all of the items that I bought because I wanted to unbox them literally in front of you guys, but I did manage to try out the foundation and the concealer. I mean, the anxiety I couldn't control the anxiety because I just had to check the foundation shade to see if it was correct, and unfortunately it was not. So basically I am a online shopper. That's just what it is. I'm an online shopper. So as per usual, I bought my shade online, and weeks after, a couple of days or a week after I sent off my order, I happened to stroll into Selfridges and I got a chance to try out the foundation. So the shade that I bought is actually in a shade 21, but when I tried them out in store, the shade 22 gave me a better look. But yeah, that's what we got. So we're gonna be trying it out today for you guys. I'm gonna show you guys how it looks on my face, and I'm hoping that when I powder it down, then everything will be good and perfect. And yeah, because we won't be wasting our hard ass earned monies. Okay, all right, so this is what the foundation comes in. Well, it hasn't, all of them came in a nice little see-through plastic, quite classy and well packaged. By the way, I bought these directly from her website. I could have just bought them from Selfridges, but like I said, there was a sale, so we don't pass up sales. So this is the outer package of the foundation. As you can see, it's quite fancy. Actually looks like a perfume box or something like that, and it has gold writing. I quite like it. It's very flashy, very eye-catching. You know, I've seen a lot of YouTubers talk about her packaging. It's, you know, unquestionably luxurious. So we are happy about that. We can see exactly, you know, where our money went or whatever the case is. So this is how this box opens, and voila, this is what the foundation looks. So it looks like. So it's in a glass bottle, and it's a frosted glass bottle. And let me just see if I get that to focus right quick. Oh well, so it's in a glass bottle. It's a frosted glass bottle, and it feels quite heavy. I mean, undoubtedly her foundation, her packaging is really, it looks luxurious. It looks good. It looks like money. You know, it looks like she made a bit of effort and whatever the case is. It's very eye-catching, like I said. So yeah, and it comes with a pump already. So this is the foundation, like I said, in the shade 21. I also managed to get my hands on her concealer, which also comes in a similar package. This also came with a see-through plastic over it as well, and again, fancy packaging, and it was so tucked into this box I couldn't even get it out. And again, it is heavy, nice and hefty, because it appears to be glass. By the way, this foundation retails for £61. Now I managed to get it on sale for, I think it was about £45. That's how much I got it for on sale. And obviously this would be my most expensive foundation. So yeah, we're looking for something very impressive today. I have tried it out a bit, but I didn't try it all over. I just test the shade just to see how it looked, you know, after I went into store and I saw that the 22 would have been a better match for me. I just tried it out to see, you know, if I could play it safe or not. So we're gonna see how that, but I'm gonna be doing that today for you guys right in front of the camera. So yeah, that's that foundation, 61 pounds. And her concealer, I think the concealer retails for 25 pounds originally, or maybe that's how much I got on sale. I'll have a look for you guys and I'll pop the price up on the screen for you so you can see. I did manage to get her powders. Now when you're buying the powders, they actually advise you on what shade goes best with according to the foundation shade that you are. So I matched myself to a shade 21, so I went with the number 3, and I'm really glad that I did, because in actuality, if I did match myself to 22, I would have been in the shade 4 range. And when I did see it in store, it did look a bit dark, but I haven't even tried these as yet. I haven't opened them, so let me just get into it. So I bought the, what shade is this? The number 2. So this is, I'm going to use the number 2 for under my eyes and number 3 for all over the face. And I bought the number 4. I actually saw a YouTuber use it as a contour shade, and I quite like that. As of lately, I've been powder crazy for some strange reason, but yeah. And I managed to get myself on one of her brushes. This is the Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Powder Brush. Lately, I've been a sucker for brushes, so I'm always anxious to add new brushes to my collection. Let's just have a look at what this is, what this looks like. So this is what the brush looks like. Again, quite eye-catching, gold trimming and gold writing all over. Feels quite soft as well. I also managed to get myself on her highlighters. Again, it was about 25% off. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it wasn't that expensive, I would say, the highlighter package. But it really be, it better be really good, because yeah, it looks quite small, but the packaging is really pretty. Can't go wrong right there. So I'll be swatching these for you guys in a bit. Okay, let me just go on to the powders. So now I gotta say, I really love the boxes that the powders come in. It's just so fancy. It's almost as if you would want to keep it in the box that it came in, because it's just so, I don't know, it's really fancy. So this is the shade number 2. Ooh. So it comes with a nice little seal here, so covering the top of it. Let me just get rid of that, because we're gonna be like, ooh, okay. So it has a mesh like thing over it, so once you remove the sticky thing, you come, oh, it's quite powdered too, as you can see. Okay, so this thing up there. So I don't know if you guys have seen it, if you're picking up a shade. Okay, so this is shade number 2, and like I said, it has a mesh over it as well. So this is number 2. I love the boxes though, I really do. So fancy. Reminds me of perfume boxes or something like that. This is the number 3. So this is the all over shade compared to number 2. I don't know if you guys can see. Ooh, that's better. So that's number 2, 3. It's a nice light brown shade. I don't know if the foundations, the powder that I saw in store was in the wrong section or under the wrong label, but it really looked drastically dark. So I'm thinking probably it was the wrong powder in the wrong section or wrong label, because it really didn't look this light. It actually looked a lot darker, and I was really scared. I was like, oh my god, what did I do? Okay, and then this is the shade number 4. This is a beautiful color. I actually saw a YouTuber try this shade on, and I really like the shade of it. So these are all 3 here. Ooh, that's a nice shade range right there. So yeah, what I'm going to be doing for you guys, I'm going to be doing a full face makeup. As you can see, I've already done my eyes. So I'm going to be doing a full face makeup, trying out all these products for you guys, and then I'm going to tell you, you know, how it looks, how I feel about it, and you know, so on and so forth. So yeah, if you want to see, if you're interested in seeing how this foundation wears and how it looks on me, please stay tuned. And if you guys have not yet subscribed to my channel, please click that subscribe button. And if you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up and stay tuned for my upcoming videos. So let's get to it. So I'm gonna be moisturizing my face with my Elemis hydra-balance day cream. Okay, then I'm going to be using my NYX pore filling primer. So this Pat McGrath foundation, apparently it's meant to give you a sheer to medium coverage. So this is not a full coverage foundation. And I saw a lot of reviews. A lot of people weren't that impressed with the coverage of the foundation. Obviously it's a natural wearing type of look based on what they've said so far. I'm going to try it right now to see how it looks. Usually I hardly ever go for full coverage foundation. I like my foundation to look kind of natural. I don't know. I'm gonna see if, you know, this foundation really gives me that natural vibe and is impressive enough for the price that it is. I think that was most people's concern. So yeah, we're gonna see. I'm just applying some pore filling primer, so it will help, you know, give me a nice flawless dewy look under this luxurious foundation. So it also says it's meant to be buildable coverage as well. So, you know, you never know, maybe it'll, you know, be able to hide some of my pores or, you know, any blemishes if I have, or whatever the case is. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm going to be applying this foundation with my hands because Pat McGrath is famous for using her hands to apply her foundation and so forth, so fifth. So we're going to be doing that. So by the way, this foundation comes in 36 different shades and 5 different shade levels. So yeah, that's quite impressive that we can find 36 different shades. And obviously I forgot this main point and very most important and impressive point. She's black. I mean, I don't even know how come I haven't really like paid much attention to this brand, because finding out that, you know, the artist or the makeup artist that's considered to be the best in the world and, you know, endorsed by the queen, I mean, that's very much impressive. And, you know, I don't know how come I've been sleeping on Pat McGrath all this time, but yeah, she is definitely black, so we are definitely proud about that. So yeah, this foundation comes in 36 different shades and it has how much grams of liquid in here? 1.18. So I have 1.18 fluid ounces. And I'm one of those persons who doesn't really, I'm not really concerned too much about how much liquid is in the bottle. I mean, it's makeup. You either go to the drugstore and you buy, you know, drugstore foundation, or you buy high-end foundation. And no matter what, the price for your high-end foundation is going to be a high-end price. So you either take it or leave it. So yeah, that's what this is. So yeah, let me just go right in. Now this is quite a liquidy, as you can see. So I'm gonna apply it on. I'm gonna just build it on just to see how much I need. So I'm just walk on this side here. So it feels very liquidy and very light. It says it's meant to feel silky and creamy to the touch. And like I said to you guys, I could actually have gone a shade up. I want you guys to just, you know, tell me in the comment section what you think about the coverage and how it looks. Because I'm so famous for buying my foundations online. This is a normal thing for me to buy my foundations online and kind of like be struggling with the shades. Now this is the thing about me, when it comes to finding my correct shade, it's an absolute struggle. It is. I mean, I guess it is for everybody, but I think it's more so for me because I shop online. I hardly and rarely ever go in store because I usually find I don't really have a good experience most of the time with shop floor staff. I don't know why, I just don't. Maybe it's just England or where I shop. Okay, so this is how the foundation looks with one pump. Now a little obviously does go a long way. Ooh, yeah, don't forget to put some on your forehead. I rarely put a lot of foundation on my forehead because I have different shades. But yeah, so this is what the shade 21 looks like. Now just drop a comment in the comment section and tell me what you guys think about this color. It does look as if it matches my neck. My neck is drastically lighter than the rest of my face, so I always struggle with that once I'm exposing my chest or whatever the case is. But yeah, this is what the shade looks like. As you can see, it seems a bit mattifying. Definitely does look somewhat matte, or you can't really, it has taken away a bit of the yellowness or the yellow sheen from my skin. I don't know if that's because of the color that I choose or whatever, but yeah, this is the color that I have. Now I'm going to be trying out the, I don't think I want to use another, actually I'm going to use a second pump just to see, and I'm going to do so quite sparingly. I quite like this. I mean, it doesn't give me much coverage, so to speak, but it gives you a really nice, natural, cool look. I really like that. So my extra layer just kind of like, would say, okay, now you can definitely see that it's a little bit lighter than my skin. But we're gonna see, you know, after I apply some powder on it, see the after effects to see, you know, if I can play it safe or if I'm gonna need another shade or whatever the case is. But yeah, so far I quite like the finish of this foundation, and obviously all my pores are right there. It's not hiding anything, but that's not majorly a problem for me. I am seeing a little bit of sheen coming through, but yeah, I quite like this. Yeah, this is nice and dewy. This is pretty. It's not bad at all. Okay, then I'm going to be going on to the concealer. So this is what the concealer looks like. So this is what the applicator looks like. So the concealer is set to have a radiant matte finish. So, and it's full coverage as opposed to the foundation. So that's interesting. Oh, it looks quite thick. I'm not quite sure. Oh, I love this shade. By the way, this is the shade 17, M17. I want to get a really nice highlighted look, so I went to this one. I quite like the undertone of this. It looks quite yellowy but very highlighted looking. Oh, I like this. Let's just see how this goes. Now, like I said, I only managed to get one of her brushes. She does have a concealer brush, but I didn't buy this. I didn't get that one. I don't really use brushes to apply my concealer. I usually use a sponge. So I'm just going to grab a sponge here and just gently blend that out. Ooh, fix plus please. Hello. So it's definitely really creamy. Oh, I quite like this. So the concealer, like I said, is very creamy. It does have coverage. Yeah, it does have a nice finish to it, I would say. Ooh. Okay, now she doesn't have any contour shades, anything like that. So I'm going to be using the Anastasia contour shade in Truffle. Okay, so now I'm going to be going in with the shade number 2. So I'm actually going to use, I'm going to use another brush to apply under my eyes. No, I rarely use a brush to apply my under eye powder, but let me just go back out and comb through all these creases here. So it's very powdery. As you can see, the particles are literally flying off in the air. Oh, what I like about this so far is that it's not making me look really extra dry and cakey so far. Now, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of it. Normally I would use my beauty blender, but you know, I'm just gonna pop a little bit here. Okay, then I'm going to use the shade number 4. Just to set my, oh gosh. Now this is really brown. Oh wow, I love it. There's something about brown powders I really love. I don't know, maybe because I'm obsessed with contour powders and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm just gonna try and control this as much as possible. So now this is, it's very dust like, and I'm gonna try my best to go really light with it because oh wow, I love that shade. That is beautiful. Now I have quite a bit of product on this brush, so I'm gonna just tap it on to the other side to avoid having to double dip and end up with a lot. Ooh. Wow, I definitely love this shade. As you can see, this powder has a lot of pigment in it. It has a really nice red undertone as well. Wow. And then I'm gonna take the Skin Fetish Sublime powder brush and just tap the rest onto the rest of the face. Ooh, I love this shade, and again, this is what this shade looks like. I love this color. Ooh, as again, it's very dusty, very powdery like. I'm just gonna tap. I really love this. I'm gonna have to say. Okay, I'm just gonna go back in with that number 4 shade and contour my nose. Dang, I'm a bit scared of this color a little bit, but there's a nice natural brown shade to it. Damn, I love this. Uh-oh. Okay, we went a little bit too much on that side. Oh, goodness gracious. Ooh, what are we gonna do here? Come on. So this powder is extremely pigmented. Hello. Let's just see if we get some of that off. Hello. I'm just gonna go back in with that the number 3 shade over my nose area just to kind of like tone down some of that because oh boy. Okay, save the day. And so far, even though I'm powdering, because this foundation is so radiant and creamy, I'm not looking that dry, so I'm really loving that so far. Okay, I'm just gonna pop some Fix Plus on. Ooh, I like you. That's really pretty, guys. Oh dang. Okay guys, so I quickly went off camera and I've applied some blush and a little bit of lipstick. So by the way, the lipstick that I'm wearing is Caahmere by Revolution lipsticks, and I just topped it off with some Fenty Beauty highlighter, and I used my Juvia's Place blush to just give me a little bit of color in the face. So now we're going to be trying the highlighters. Now I'm just going to quickly swatch the highlighters from Mcgrath for you guys. I'm going to tell you guys what I think about it, apply it. So these are the shades. Now it came with a little clear plastic, and that's with the names on it. So unfortunately you don't have the names on it if you lose the paper, and it's looking like shush. So this shade would be iridescent pink. Actually no, so it would more be this way. That would make more sense. So this would be iridescent pink, because this is giving off a pinky undertone. This one would be fine gold, which is the center one here, and I'm guessing this one will be Bronze Nectar. I'm guessing the names relate to the shades I look, and I can see that this one is giving off a very iridescent pink sheen. So I'm gonna pop this one here for you. What's this, awkward swash? Ooh, I'm not quite sure if you guys are seeing that properly. Maybe I'll swash it here instead. Ignore, that's just my foundation that I used earlier, so that's really awkward. There you go. So that's iridescent pink, and this is fine gold. This is fine gold, which is absolutely pretty, as you can see, and this one is Bronze Nectar. Okay, so I'm just gonna quickly pop. Whew. I gotta say, I do like the iridescent pink, but the fine gold seems quite pretty. So I'm gonna just pop a little bit of that. Yeah, the gold shade right here. I quite like that one, the center one for. Ooh, that's blinding. Okay. We just might have went a tad little bit OD here. Ha ha. Okay, let's just control the situation here. Uh-oh. Okay, that's a little bit better. Christ. Okay, so that one is the fine gold. Now which one I'm going to try on the face? I'm going to try, ooh, I think I like iridescent. Actually, I'm going to just try the iridescent pink, just so you guys can have an idea. Wow, that's really pretty. Oh, I love this actually. I like that. I'm gonna try fine gold over the iridescent pink, just because obviously I've tried. Oh wow. Ooh, I like that. I'll just pop a little bit up here as well. Just give me a little bit of shine up there, and I'm gonna do the same to the other side. Ooh. So this is iridescent pink, and obviously again, like I said, I'm gonna just pop some of the fine gold on top of that as well. Ooh, I like that. Then I'm gonna apply a little bit of that shade to the top as well of my thingy. Ooh, so this is the fine gold. Ooh, I like this. Yeah, okay. All right guys, so there you have it. Now these highlighters, they're extremely fine. They're very fine, but they are very much pretty. They have like an iridescent kind of shift to it. So that's that. This is how the highlighters look. I would have to say the fine gold is my favorite. I do like the pink shade of the iridescent pink, but the fine gold is definitely my favorite. And as you can see, it's I quite love it. It gives you like a wet sheen type of look. So yeah, so my final thoughts. So okay, I don't know if this concealer is not meant to crease, but I have to say it definitely does crease, but it is definitely full coverage. It gives you a really nice flawless look. The powders, I would say, how am I looking? The powders are quite smooth. They're very fine, very thin, so they didn't make me look cakey. So I'm very much impressed with the powders. Usually when I apply powders underneath my eyes, I tend to go really cakey. That's my problem area, I would say, when it comes, I mean, that's everybody's problem area when it comes to applying makeup, hence the you know, this constant hunt of trying to find non-creasing concealers. But I did like the shade of the concealer. It's a really nice shade to walk with. The foundation, even though it's a sheer coverage, it's buildable and it gives you a really nice radiant look. I feel like even though when I powder it, normally when I use foundations before I apply my Fix Plus, I look really powdery, but I didn't get that look at all. It gave me a really nice healthy glow. It was really pretty, I would have to say. And despite the shade being a little bit off, I felt like this is definitely walkable, especially when I powder it down. Again, the number 4 loose powder gave me a really nice contour shade, a nice rich reddy brown tone, so that's really pretty. So overall, I would say I am quite impressed with Pat McGrath's product. I think it really gave me a nice finish. It made me look really, you know, nice. I can't really complain. I don't find any fault in this foundation at all. This is a nice foundation. So despite the price, which I got on sale, thank God, I would definitely say, I would definitely recommend the foundation. The brush is nice and smooth, nothing spectacular, so to speak. It's a nice brush. If you're a sucker for brushes like myself, then you get the brushes. The highlighters are really pretty and not, you know, outstanding. Oh, okay, I'll take that back. The highlighters are really pretty on its own. They're quite nice. And then the powders, I love the powders. I would have to say these are my favorite powders thus far because they didn't give me a cakey look. So yeah, all in all, guys, I am quite impressed with Pat McGrath. I would consider Pat McGrath foundation a vibe from that. All right, guys, so this is the end of the review. If you guys have any comments, please feel free to drop them in the comment section. Tell me your experience that you have with Pat McGrath or anything like that. Tell me what you think about the shade that I use, if you think it's okay or not. And yeah, if you guys like my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned to my upcoming videos. And until next time, guys, bye.